Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another Grand Cross video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I'm skipping Festival King, and you should too if you haven't already thought or made a decision to do that yet, because, well, Escanor the one comes out. I've made a few videos on this guy now talking about what's happened, so if you want to see, because it's kind of like a follow-up video to the other ones, where we talk about the banner, we talk about other information as well, and go into all that. But yeah, I'm going to be skipping Festival King, which is going to be kind of weird to say, and a bit disappointing, because obviously festivals are a massive collab. I say collab, massive day for, like, you know, Grand Cross community, everyone's summoning it, all that stuff, especially like Elizabeth. It's going to be a bit weird not using him, and normally I like to showcase try to showcase every character, but yeah, I'm going to be skipping him, because, well, he does have a 0.5 rate, which is actually the highest that festivals do have, if they do it on global, because like we saw with Diane, they did lower her rate down to 0.25 in Oslo Hawk for no apparent reason, so chances are they may actually not even make him 0.5, but make it to 0.25, so just bear in mind that, plus his banner, maybe a bit dead. So on screen now you can see Eastern. So Eastern I'm definitely be summoned for, which should be coming out on the 22nd, because the code did leak, which was magic, and maybe because I watched Black Clover, but since she has a grimoire and magic abilities, it makes sense to be her, and the timeline kind of adds up as well. But yeah, she's very good. I will be summoning for her since she is the only time she's guaranteed. She's not exclusive. She's just very hard to get since, well, she's only going to be on original banner characters, which we don't get too often. She does return with Awaken Lilia, so if you do something for her, you could possibly get her, but it's 0.25 chance, it's not the greatest. So yeah, I'm going to summon for her just because, I mean, boys, let's be real, we're summoning for her because what she looks like, and definitely, at least the benefit that she's good at the game, she's good in the game, so it's not the worst idea to summon for her. Plus, yeah, I like, my favorite color is green. I like summoning for green characters. We're having fun here, boys. We're having fun here. But yeah, I'm going to be summoned for her, and after that, I'm skipping. Now, the thing is with Global is that we get a banner every week, where JP gets it every 2 weeks. So when JP gets a banner, typically they have 2 times the amount of, like, time to save for characters, where we don't. So considering the Elizabeth banner is leaving this week, I believe, and we're now talking about getting Festival King very soon for either New Year's or just after New Year's and like sometime in January, is a bit mad. Like, if I'd summoned for Easter right now and then started saving for Festival King, I wouldn't have enough to guarantee him. And I'm sure some of you as well will have enough to guarantee him, especially if you're free to play. Some people are still summoning for Elizabeth, and yeah, it's just a bit mad that Global's pacing is way too fast. Granted, they did say that they're changing it a bit now, and they're going to give us more diamonds, which hopefully that comes in through. But still, even if they are giving us more diamonds, still more reason to save for the one. So going over King, King is definitely a really good character, and is one of the best team or better teams to use in the game, right? He's a pretty sick character. But the reason why I'm skipping him is because, well, Hendrickson, you have to have Hendrickson. Like, most of my teammates consist of either, you know, I'm always using for, like, I can't not use them, is Elizabeth and Green Gopher, 2 of the best characters in the game. And if I want to use King, I have to put Hendrickson on the team, which means my team doesn't really change much. Yeah, literally, I can't change the team. Like, if I wanted to put in Escanor, the one, for example, I can then mix that up and put, like, Green Eastern in. I can put in, like, my Titan from Eren. Can put in Draw. You can put in a lot of other characters with, you know, the one. You can just whap them on any team. Where King, you can't. Because, like, and also, so I should say, the ban is 4%. 1% for a festival unit. You're most likely going to summon King. I mean, you may not, but you have a good chance of summoning King on the festival banner. Plus, a 1% for a festival sounds pretty good to me. I did make a video as well about what the banner will look like, and I did say that we could possibly get the Archangels on it. If you want to go watch that video, you can. I go in more detail. But yeah, King doesn't have any, you know, I mean, unless you're using, if you're not using Green Gopher, you can put in Kyo, like you can see here, but there's not really much team synergy you can put in. It's literally just, you know, Festival King and then also Hendrickson, and it gets a bit boring. Like, he's a good team because, like, he does a lot of chip damage, a lot of damage over time, can pump up some good numbers. His ultimate is very good. Don't get me wrong, like, he's actually very good in terms of ultimate. Like, it does a lot of damage. Very good for Tower Trials. That's kind of pretty much it, to be fair. But in PvE, most bosses, like, just they cleanse themselves anyway, so it's kind of an F. But the one, I mean, even if King was better, I still say summon for the one. It's the one, man. Like, how can you not summon for him? He's the hypest character in the game, and definitely the best looking one, I think, at least his art wise. Maybe not the actual character model, but yeah, the one's gonna be so much fun to use. And bear in mind, he literally can one-shot your King. So summoning 1.8k diamonds at the start of the game, or I guess when he does come out, investing all into him to get the one who you can pull only once, fully maxed out cosmetics, full UR gear, he one bangs him at the start of the game. Easy. You don't even have to give him to high ultimate gauge, even though it is recommended since, well, you want more CC to start first, and if he does ult, he's going to kill at least 2 people minimum. Like it's unreal what he does. So yeah, that's kind of King. Hendrickson is a bit of a, he can only be used on the King team. You can kind of use him in other teams, but like, let's be real, you're not really doing that. You're using him with King, or you're just not using him at all. They do give him out they do allow you to get him pretty easy. So he's in part 1, so he's given for free, at least 1 copy. Plus, when you are summoning for King, you are able to get him a few times, even though you may not want to get him, because that's a chance you could have gotten King. But yeah, they do allow you to get Hendrickson quite easy, which is good, because, well, it's like Blue Demon Melee and Lilia, where Lilia is more usable by herself with other teams. Hendrickson, no, you have to use him with King. If you don't, it's an L. So to make that team work, you have to invest into 2 people. 2 characters, you know, cosmetics, 6 them, fully, UR gear if you're trying to run the optimal team, because you want to start first. If you don't, it's going to be an L. Where, you know, the One Escanor, not only is he better, he also can just fit on any team. You know, the team you're in right now with Goddess Elizabeth, your Gopher, your Lost Fane, boom, you can just replace Lost Fane with Escanor. You don't really have to worry about any team synergy apart from the fact that Gopher's passive does work with different races. That's literally it. So considering there's not that many humans that are like top meta, maybe, I guess, no, I don't think anyone, right? It's literally just Lilia. That's probably it. And you can't use Escanor with Escanor, so it just doesn't work. So yeah, and that half, making Escanor, just giving Escanor stuff, is just easier to fit in teams with. Both of them, so Hendrickson and King, just don't work in raid bosses. You can't use them. Where Escanor can just boom, just one bang the red demon, and overall just PvE content. Like I haven't seen, I skipped through some of them, so maybe it's not the best option to bring up here. But I do know some YouTubers did do the One Escanor versus some story bosses, and yeah, I mean, if you're struggling for the story mode, I did see, I think, one clip where Escanor just kind of one bangs a lot of the bosses. So like, just save it for a character, it makes sense to summon for Escanor. His banners can be better, and bear in mind, I did say it before, it is the 1-year anniversary banner, so in chances, if you're trying to just be like a free-to-play person who summons for the best things, Escanor's banner should be sick. You're gonna have coin shops in it, you're gonna have the highest chance for a festival unit, so you could possibly get some dupes of Elizabeth and also Lost Fane, and possibly the Archangels. I mean, you can't ask for anything better. It's a bit insane. And I guess the annoying thing is about this team, when I first saw it, and I played it on JP, I heavily started investing into it on my global account, which is why I saved up all the tickets, which is why I invested into Kyo, and then now Kyo is red, and then Escanor is blue. Kyo gets one banged if you don't start first. Kyo passive doesn't work on Escanor because he removes debuffs after 3 turns. Oh, it's a fat L, man. Like, I'm kind of annoyed. I invested quite a lot into Kyo. I was about to give him UR gear, HP crit damage, which I'm kind of grateful I didn't, because now, yeah, Escanor, I may not invest into him now, because Escanor's just going to kind of ruin his day. I'm probably going to save my UR set now for my Eastern that comes out in the future. If you're wondering if you should give Eastern UR gear, yes, I think. It depends. If you got a spare set and you want to use her, it's not the worst idea, since you do use the blue one in Guild Boss one time, so getting the HP defense set for that isn't too bad. Or that you may want to go with attack set, I don't know. But yeah, that is, I think, going to wrap up today's video. I think I gave all my reasons why I'm skipping everything and summoning for Escanor. Although I am summoning for Eastern. Eastern is the only time she's guaranteed, and also, if you want to summon for her in the future, she may be a little bit irrelevant, or just you have better characters to use. And at the pace that Global's going, if you do summon for Eastern, like right now when she does come out in a few weeks' time, she has less chance or less time to shine, to say, because better characters do come out, like Escanor, where we only have about 3 months to use her. Even though I haven't tested it out, but I still feel like Eastern could be a very good counter towards the one, since he is a blue. And if you get the passive to go off, and you get her ultimate disable, and also to lower your attack, I think you can do a lot of damage towards the one, depending on how it works out. But yeah, that is all from me today. Let me know if you're going to be skipping King or not, whether if you're going to be summoning for Sario and Tamio. I heard a lot of people are going to summon for those. If you're going to be summoning for, I guess, the one, because that's probably the main one a lot of people are saving for. Yeah, this is just my opinion on why I'm skipping King, and why you're not going to see a summon video for me. And yeah, because I think I've worked out right now, if I save on my damage right now, and from PvP, from PvE content, from buying the weekly and also monthly deal right now, I believe I get around 2.2k from doing just everything in general. Could be a lot more. if you add in like the daily logins that we're apparently getting from now on. I have around like 2.3, which means I can afford to do at least one sort of cheap summon, which that's what I'm classing as the Eastern summon, because that's only around 484 diamonds to get the guaranteed. I still have enough to do the two full rotations, plus I may buy some cosmetics for Eastern, and maybe the Oslo and Hawk ones, that's like an extra, like, I guess 150, and overall just more diamonds incoming from like just doing daily stuff, and I guess the spinny wall thing as well. That's a few bit of diamonds that I can get extra. So yeah, I have enough to do at least 2 full rotations by the time Escanor does come out, which guarantees me at least 2/6 Escanor, which I hope I don't get. I want to get more, because spending 1.8k and only getting 2/6 would be the biggest shaft I've seen. And not to mention there will be coin shop units, and that's definitely the best time for me to start getting the dupe slot, because right now I'm not really buying coin shop commandments since they're so expensive. 7 coins on the discount 10 if you're not doing it, and I'd rather use them towards Super Awakening. And you know, if we can get like a dupe of Drool, actually I don't think I'm going to buy blue Drool, so if he's on that banner I have a good chance of actually pulling him. And then Zeldris I just purchase on the coin shop right now. He's on sale on global, so getting him duped up will be nice, even though I don't really plan to use him too much. But I did get exposure to 3/6, so if he's on that banner and I can get him, wouldn't mind it. It's been pretty sick. So yeah, that is all for me today, guys. Let me know what you're doing, and thank you guys for watching, and peace.